On October 26, 2004, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas would be released to critical acclaim. Critics praised its evolution of the Grand Theft Auto franchise as well as its innovation in open-world games. It was also very controversial at the time, being deemed violent and dangerous. Many would come to find out in the next few years, however, that this game would hold one of gaming's deepest mysteries. This is the Legend of Bigfoot in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The exact origin of the San Andreas Bigfoot mystery isn't that easy to pinpoint. Traces lead back to old forum posts and online discussion boards, but it is generally accepted that the genesis of this mystery was a collective discovery during the days after release. On October 31st, 2004, a user posted to the NeoSeeker forum speaking about their experience with Bigfoot in San Andreas. What I'm about to tell you is true. This story might disturb some of you, make some of you laugh, perhaps even make you shiver. But believe me when I tell you that this did happen to me. I have made it a point on these boards to never intentionally make up false stories and concocted lies, and I shall continue that. I realize that the first replies to this message will most likely be ones that claim I'm lying or have been taken for something that doesn't exist, but I know what I saw. It will forever be burned into my mind. With all of that taken into consideration, take one more thing as well. Many people said there was no blue hell under Vice City. Many said there was no shark in the water, or submarine either, but they were both there. So, knowing I will be criticized for this and accepting that fate, here is the story of my death. The follow occurred at approximately noon yesterday, October 29th, 2004. The events I mentioned took place between late Tuesday and midday Wednesday in terms of game time. The weather conditions were clear, but slightly smoggy and foggy. After completing the Green Saber mission, I was eager to finally be able to travel to San Fierro without the fear of a 4-star wanted level. I quickly found myself a police motorcycle and decided to drive out to this newly opened city. While the thought of going by air travel crossed my mind, I wanted to see the countryside. I left Los Santos County at around 16 o'clock local time for San Fierro. Glancing over my map, I decided to take the scenic route which would take me around Mount Chiliad. I wanted to see the sights. On my way there, I passed a rugged-looking area that had 2 rock mounds that were in the shape of horseshoes. At this time, the fog started to roll in. Being curious, I went off the main highway and headed towards these oddly shaped rocks. Once there, I noticed what appeared to be an abandoned 50s-type vehicle. As I got close to it, I noticed that the windows were cracked and there was some damage to the rear. As I was examining this vehicle, which was perched next to a rock, I saw what appeared to be another car sitting on a hill near the road. I went up to that car, and sure enough, it was abandoned with its windows broken in as well. At this point, the thing showed up. It was late by now, and I was really starting to get a bit concerned. What happened to the occupants of these vehicles? Why had they left their cars in such an odd area? Then it really got creepy. I heard a smashing noise like when you get in an accident with another car. I turned around, and to my surprise, the first car I had seen was on fire, and no later than a few seconds later did it explode. The trees flew like twigs and then another bang. I turned around to see that the car I was standing next to had been set ablaze, and then there it was. A brown, tall-looking figure about 20 feet ahead of me. It wasn't a person as the color of it flowed all over its body. The shape wasn't right and it looked very wrong. It was looking right at me, as I was looking right at it. My instinct told me to take a picture, as I will never be able to prove its existence without one. But it was at this point when the car exploded and my life had ended. As the camera zoomed away and the ominous words "wasted" appears, I saw the figure running away. Take all of that for what it's worth and you can come to your own conclusions. Personally, I don't know what I saw. Right now I'm willing to accept it might have been a person, but to tell you the truth, I don't think it was. The color, the texture, and its size seems all out of whack. Was the fog distorting my vision? Could my eyes have been playing tricks on me? You might say I just saw an odd rock, but rocks don't walk. I saw the legs, the arms, the stump-like head. It was something. I had been discussing this with other people on other boards, and many other people have seen a similar thing out there. I will not discourage any of you to go look for this thing. If not the creature, then at least the abandoned cars. Anyone who's interested, go to the area called the Baco Beyond and look for the 2 rocks that are next to each other that are shaped like horseshoes on the radar screen. I believe you'll find the abandoned cars there. The creature might be a different story. It was late when I saw it, so that might have something to do with it. The user also linked pictures from another user that claimed to have seen Bigfoot as well, but the pictures have either been removed or deleted at this point. Interestingly enough, this theory could have come from before the game's release. In a brochure packaged with the game, a Bigfoot was credited as a developer. This is often touted as evidence of Bigfoot being in the game. However, this same nickname was also in Vice City's brochure, meaning it's likely just the nickname of a developer. In 2005, Terry Donovan, co-founder of Rockstar Games, stated, "There is no Bigfoot, just like in real life." Some people interpreted this as a clue pertaining to another creature or rumor. For example, Pigsy, the mascot of Manhunt, a game released by Rockstar Games the year prior to San Andreas, is rumored to be found roaming the same area as Bigfoot is. There is much more substantial evidence for the existence of Pigsy rather than Bigfoot, however. Many people have scoured game data, searching far and wide for evidence of Bigfoot. Textures, models, sound, anything they can scrounge up, but nothing. One possible explanation for this could be phantom files. Phantom files are files in Rockstar games either intentionally hidden or misnamed to hide Easter eggs and myths. These often make it extremely difficult for data miners to look for secrets in game files. In 2007, a video would be posted to YouTube of a man fighting Bigfoot in San Andreas. In the video, Bigfoot is extremely resilient and aggressive towards the player. In 2008, an extremely similar video would be posted to YouTube of a man fighting another modded Bigfoot, as well as spotting a supposed UFO. Despite being fake, the video sparked a lot of discussion amongst the community at the time, creating new life for the Bigfoot search. Both of these videos reached a combined 9.5 million views, which just goes to show how popular this rumor was at the time, as well as the nostalgia it has brewed for fans of the game. There is some tangible evidence for Bigfoot being in the game. For example, an achievement titled 81 Years Too Late can be found in the wilderness of San Andreas. It's a direct reference to Red Dead Redemption, another game released by Rockstar after San Andreas. It is only available in the remastered version of the game, and it is a reference to the mission Undead Nightmare, where John Marston is tasked with killing all of the Sasquatch in a particular area. While it's clear that Bigfoot isn't in San Andreas, it's extremely fun and interesting to speculate about it. You see this in a lot of games. Luigi in Mario 64, the Mount Chiliad mural, Missing No, and much more. All of these mysteries and myths, true or not, have cemented themselves in internet history because we find it fun to delve into a mystery, picking apart the facets of what could be true, whether there's evidence for it or not. As the internet grows, it becomes easier to figure out what is and isn't a myth, and that special part of gaming that intrigues so many people begins to fade. I hope this video gave you that same sense of mystery you got when searching for Bigfoot when you were a kid. No matter where it goes, however, it will always hold a special place in mine and many other people's hearts. And as always, thanks for watching.